Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to the Hall of Fame Challenge. My name is Casey Sports, and I hope you're having a good day. This is the big one, the Cup final. And I thought before that, let's talk you through the league as a huge moment. Haverfordwest have won their first league title in quite a long time. Their fourth altogether, but I believe their first since the Welsh League actually formed. Yes, there you go. It formed in 1992, so it's only their second Division 1 victory ever and their first ever Samu Premier. So I think maybe I've got that mixed up, but I think that's their first ever Samu Premier victory. Yes, it is, since it formed back in 1992, which they were part of forming. So a huge win for them, having gone through a tough few months, well, tough few years, sorry, relegated all the way back in 2015-16, promoted thanks to the COVID season, and having a bit of a bumpy road finishing in those relegation playoff sequences. I don't know what you'd call them. They actually have a huge season as they get a big title victory and overthrow the New Saints, who are pretty commonly regarded as the best team in Wales, though they don't quite have that monopoly you'd expect. Connors Quay having won 2 seasons of the last 5, and they were down here with us up in 8th place. But yeah, we finished this season in 10th position, not bad, 2 points off of 9th, 3 off of 8th, and quite comfortably ahead of Aberystwyth, who have been relegated. As for goals and kind of player performances, things are pretty good. Aled Williams there joined 6th alongside Elliot Evans and this young man, Filbert Owusu Antwi, who we all know far too well. In terms of minutes per goal, by the way, if you look through, Aled Williams not bad, 201, and Elliot Evans on 200.5. They're pretty, a lot of the other players have much better minutes per goal, but considering finishing 10th, a goal basically every 2.5 games, huge. Really happy with that. Speaking of Aled Williams, I was trying to just get my thoughts there. He was also part of the most player of the matches one. I'd have to go into here, but yeah, he had, I think, 4th most player of the matches. Yeah, joined 4th with the likes of Jazz Richards and Lloyd Marsh Hughes. Jazz Richards there, a right back. That shows you how good he is. Their other top player, I think, was their left back, if I'm right. Yeah, Oscar Borg. So, a few very good players. A defensive solidity, won them the title. Maybe that's something we need to learn from in the future, alongside just having good signings. Notice some of these top players here, 15 games, 8 games, 7 games, 11 games there. It definitely helps to have a good January or whatever transfer window. We need to keep an eye out on that. We also had Ben Haynes, 5th least goals conceded and the 6th most clean sheets this season. So we have some very good young players developing with Aled Williams, Sean Wilson down there, Ben Haynes, definitely building up to make something good. And even though we had a poor season this year, I expect next season should hopefully be better, with obviously our form also coming in a lot better towards the end of the year. I think we found a tactic we're a bit more comfortable with. We beat Connors Quay 6-0, which you cannot laugh at all. Carmarthen 5-1, Colin Bay 3-2, 2-0 against Barry and a 2-0 against Pontypridd, who've been relegated. So yeah, very solid. If you take away sort of that really poor run of form at the start and change a bit of this in the middle, we had a very good season. So we just need to try and avoid these type of runs where we lose or draw 9-10 games in a row and everyone's kind of very upset and you wonder why I didn't get sacked. As for the Welsh Cup, of course, we are in the final against Penny Bond, who finished 6th in the league this year. That was kind of weird considering the fact that they're 6th but they have less points than 9th and 8th. For the rules, I want to show you this. If you are a winner, you do qualify for the first qualifying round of the UEFA Europa Conference League. I'm not saying we're going to have a run in it, But that to me is really important. And of course, we also can't forget the Hall of Fame. We need to get into this. And to do that, we need to start winning some cups. So let's head into this match. The tactic is pretty much what you'd expect. Ben Haynes, Curtis Strong, Cadwallader, Burrows, Francis, Akpan, Kabongo, Price, Warwick, Evans and Williams. For this game, however, we're going to go a little cautious because this game is very stressful, and the last thing I want is for our players to try and be all offense minded and end up just doing more harm than good. I'm also going to take Theo Robinson out for Sean Wilson and have a more complete right back option than just Barney Sodi, and rely more on the work of Giannis Lewis up front, because Theo Robinson, whilst good, isn't match fit, and we don't want non-match fit players in this game. And I know Sean Wilson isn't the best either, but I'd rather a little bit more strength defensively. You know what I mean? And I just think that helps me a lot. If I'm in a game like this and we're trying to attack, I can't do much better than 3 strikers. I'm trying to defend, I could definitely do with another defender. So here we are in this game against Pennybont. Only one game this episode, but we will have a look as to where we could improve next season. I'm going to walk you through a couple of my tactical ideas and potential scouting ideas. I don't have any players lined up though. And here we are, we're into the game, the big one. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, which feels like it could be a difficult formation to try and break us down with. We have a DM focusing in on their central attacking midfielder, but this isn't good as their left back drives forward. Luckily we're able to Tom Hewlett has put Pennybont 1-0 up 5 minutes in, thanks to what can be described as a great assist here from Corey Francis. He's had a good run at right back, and right here there's 3 options: forward, out for a corner, safe; out for a throw-in; or launch it, just absolutely launch it away. Instead, he takes a touch and calmly passes it back into the middle of the box. And we are 1-0 down 5 minutes in. And the idea of trying to play on the counter-attack and soak up pressure immediately falls flat on its face, as Pennybont no longer have a reason to put that pressure on us. I'm also going to go a little more direct, just because I don't want to be trying to play calmly with the ball when we're 1-0 down. We need to be aggressive, and this is a decent chance. Griffiths collects in goal, but this is where maybe the high pressure can work out. Ball launch forward, Kabongo wins the header, McDonald down to Drozd. What's that name? Joseph, McDonald, Yorworth. What? Okay, these have very weird names. Okay, Brown, Little, I can deal with that. Little, Vance Brown again. Raymond. Everyone knows about Raymond. I don't even know if that... Everyone likes Raymond? I think that's what it is. There he is. I don't like you right now, mate, as he finds Brown on that right hand side. Well, that was a bad shot there from the advanced playmaker. Little on the ball though from a free kick. He finds Brown. Back to Little. Yorworth launches it forward looking for Hewlett. Raymond collects that nod down into Brown again. Good block, and Cadwallader clears. That was huge there. We're conceding a lot of chances from like a few different positions. Oops. The highlights ended. That explains why. I was very confused. I'm going to mark Dredmond and Hewlett out of this game as much as I can. I'm also going to try and press Raymond a lot more and trigger the press on the centre backs. I hope that kind of neutralises what's going on. There's definitely a highlight still going on. Why can't I see the highlight? Highlight. Owen on this left hand side. Raymond. Oh, Brown there. I'm glad I saw that. That was a huge chance. and it was blocked out for a corner kick. Let's see this corner. It's Raymond taking it in. It's hard to mark him from that. We've headed away. What is wrong with this man? McDonald makes it 2-0. But can we talk about what I've just seen? I want to watch this in slow motion. What the fuck? He goes, why would you do that? He went for a fucking bicycle kick to clear it on the 6 yard. Oh no. We are 2-0 down to Penny Bond. For those of you who've watched my West Ham save, this is a very familiar feeling. We've done so well towards the end of the season. Let's not throw it away this easily. 2 horrific mistakes by Corey Wilson. I don't think there's any way he plays in the second half. Cleared. Here's Raymond. I'm terrified as he attacks down our left hand side. Kabongo with a good tackle. Corey fucking Francis just slows down, and Raymond's through, and it's 3-0. What's wrong with this man? He's got deficiencies. I don't know if it's iron or mental or what, but there is genuinely something wrong with him. Kabongo, a great tackle. Look at that. That is a huge gap. And he slows down to almost a walking pace. And Raymond effortlessly collects. And it's 3-0 Penny Bonds, and all 3 goals are completely down to the work of Corey Francis. That's not even like an exaggeration. Every single goal we've conceded is because of that man, who's had a great little run. And immediately it's Sean Wilson on an offensive highlight for us. He finds Aled Williams. Harry Waddock spins away, and it's 3-1. The substitution of Sean Wilson could be about to spark a huge comeback here for Cardiff Met Uni. An almost encapsulation of our season if we're able to bring this back. Akpan, strong, finds Harry Waddock. Holds up, launches over the top. Elliot Evans can't quite get there. And now it's Griffiths. Slowly plodding on the ball, launches it over the top. Curtis Strong wins that header. Tom Price, Kabongo, back to Strong. Waddock, a beautiful spin there by Harry Waddock, and he's through. Pulls it across, no goes for goal, and forces a very good save out of Griffiths in between the sticks. Price now looking to really drag this forward. Harry Waddock cleared away. 3-1. This is good sign. I'm going to encourage the lads. And there is a highlight, but it's for Penny Bond. Brown, Raymond, Williams, Owen. Really nice sideways passing. And it's 4-1. Jaden Raymond scores his 14th goal of the season to make it 4-1. And obviously we need to change some stuff up. I've not done this before, but I feel like this makes the most sense. Yanis Lewis in, Elliot Evans playing as a number 10. We have about 40 minutes with added time to score 3 goals. It's not likely, but I've got to believe in these lads. First highlight from the substitutions results from a goal kick. I don't like that. Tom Price, Evans, lovely pass over the top, and Yanis Lewis is through. Lewis, yes, I was really worried there's going to be this. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? They waited just long enough so that I could celebrate, thinking I've waited long enough. That just, I hate UFM. I hate this game. Owen driving forward on this left hand side, great save by Ben Haynes. Can we please remember, we beat the New Saints. We beat them comfortably. I'm going to go very attacking. There's not much else we can do. I can change the fullbacks into wing backs. And I'm going to change Akpan into a box-to-box midfielder. We've got nothing to lose. We've got everything to gain. Griffith, where's the pressure on him? Launch forward. But Burrows is there. Ben Burrows now to Sean Wilson. Lovely pass into Aled Williams. could pull this across, and does. Harry Warwick at the back post, and this time it is not going to be disallowed. 4-2. We're back with a bit of life left. 2 goals in 20 minutes. We can do this. Sean Wilson on the ball. Price launches it over the top. Griffiths collects, but we are definitely causing trouble here. Look at that. We're just staring down Griffiths going, what are you going to do, lad? All the way forward, looking for Jaden Raymond. Cadwallader clears, but it falls right back to Penny Bond. They're winning a lot of second balls, but Curtis Strong, great interception, immediately loses the ball again. McDonald, Williams, Raymond. I'm not liking the look at this. They're just winning every chance. Raymond, Drozd, Hewlett, and it's 5-2. But no, that's going to be disallowed. That's a big moment. We're going to go extremely direct here. 4-2, the current scoreline. I actually believe in this team here. 50 minutes left to go. I've seen this team do better, do so much more. Akpan off for Corsby. Could bring Curtis Strong on. I'm gonna just make that one change. Advanced playmaker. I feel like that one small change might be enough. 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. Come on, I don't really know what else to change. In transition. Don't be taking short kicks. Really high up. Getting stuck in. Maybe something like that. Highlight. Curtis Strong launches it in. Burrows isn't quite there. Strong back on it though. Elias Evans blocked. Cadwallader. Evan Cadwallader makes it 4-3. 7 minutes left of the 90. And there is still life left in Cardiff Met Uni. It was a big clearance, but a wonderful strike here. Elliot Evans forced a great block. Griffith still on the floor. And the centre-back, the youngster brought in at the last moment, is pulling stuff back. Curtis Strong offered Barney Sodi. I think we have to do that. And I don't see a smart other change. Come on. Come on, lads. 6 minutes of added time. Nothing happening. What's wrong with you? There's a few options I could do. I'm going to pull one out of the bag. This is basically all I can think of right now to try and force a goal. Four minutes. We could not be more aggressively minded than the old 1-2-4-3. It's the oldest trick in the book, boys. The oldest trick in the book. Highlight. Oh yes, there's a fucking highlight. No, no, don't score. Burrows. Yes, Ben Burrows has won the ball back. Launches it forward. McDonald's there. Drozd. No. No. Stop. Fucking bastards. That was the chance for us to score. Ben Burrows with an amazing tackle. Oh, I cannot believe it. It's 5-3 Penny Bond. A very fun, very back and forth game. But in the end, we have to watch the boys in blue lift the trophy. That's a very, very small thing. Like, that is tiny. That's not a trophy. We will not have European qualification, and we are still without any sort of silverware to my name as a YouTube manager. But that was the football manager, YouTube, or whatever. But Owen Cossett's first cup final ends in defeat. It was a great effort though, and hopefully next season we've learned from our mistakes. I do have to have a think though about one particular person who, had we have not conceded 3 goals, let's not forget that, 3 goals in the first half, we won the second half 3-2. Had we have not conceded those goals, is there a chance we'd have won that? And I'm willing to bet yes. So that leaves me with one big question. Corey fucking Francis. Does he stay at this club? No. Yeah, he's not a bad player at all. I admit that. He's genuinely not that bad of a player, and I believe I signed him personally. He is gone out of this club forever. There is no more Corey Francis in FM, in my FM story. One of the single worst games I've personally ever seen from a player. All 3 goals completely down to him. And hopefully that is something we can learn from next season. Just before we go though, I can see TNS are interested in Aled Williams, and I expect that to be the case for a little while. With our team, we've got a lot of very good players. Evan Cadwallader, already wanted by a few teams. I don't think he'll leave to them though. Curtis Strong, unsurprisingly, is wanted as well. Hope Akpan is wanted. He may not stay. Whilst not a bad player, his form and consistency has been poor. Dixon Kabongo, unsurprisingly, is wanted. Aled Williams, wanted by TNS. They, of course, just recently took one of our best players. Our centre-back, and he's not even playing. Well, he's injured, to be fair. Sean Williams, of course, left for TNS halfway through the season. That was when Evan Cadwallader came in. And that is kind of the story which I think we're going to expect over the next coming seasons, is we're going to lose players. And that's what I want to show you. Guys like Williams, Giannis Lewis, Gethin Jones, Dixon Kabongo, they're not going to stay. Cadwallader isn't going to stay. We're going to have him for maybe a few months, if that. So, I want to make sure we're developing players. And we had the youth intake. Of course, Dion Calorie is here. We had him at the start of the season. A solid, if unimpressive winger. 16 years old, could develop. But we brought in a lot of other talent. If we go off of what is seen as the highest rated, Diyarbakiri from Kosovo. Where's he from? This wasn't what I asked. I asked where's he from. This again tells me nothing. Idiots. Kosovo. He is from Kosovo. I'm proud of myself for guessing that. He is not bad. Definitely a lot better. And already, to me at least, looks like someone who could certainly find himself in a central striking position, though probably needs to grow a little bit over the next few years. Darren Green, a young left back, again a very good offensive minded player. Jamie Lloyd, likely to become one of our newer backup wingers. Of course, Wes Williams we've seen. We also have the likes of Dylan Bebb, who is a solid young striker. Kyle Ellis is down here as a centre back, and not bad at all for 15 years old, already 6 foot. Also, we have Griffiths, Alan Griffiths, 5'10", but probably a little bit better as an all-round centre-back. Aled Rogers is down here. Again, pretty solid like holder midfielder, 5'10". Ryan Roberts is looking... So a lot of these players, they aren't like stand out unbelievably good. Maybe Jose Christian Morgan has a couple stats. But yeah, besides, in my opinion, Bakiri and Darren Green, I wouldn't say many of these players are sort of future world beaters, but this is what to be expected over the next season or two. Is we're going to lose players, and the likelihood is we're not going to be able to bring in the types of player that we want. For example, let's say we lose Aled Williams and we need a striker. in terms of strikers who we have any type of knowledge about, there are none, right? So you can look through, and here's a great way to know: is just look at the players there. Oh, that's why the one to follow. Oops. So I was looking at possible loan deals. So we have a D, and an F. And outside of that, 41 years old. He played in the Samuel North, barely getting game time. Owen McKay, we know nothing about, but considering the fact that his last time out was playing relatively poorly and hardly for the team who were quite poor in the league below us. You worry. Mark Griffiths is 36. Stephen Davis is 34. Ross Daniels is 39. Dominic Deacon was playing for Tass Wells, again a league or two below us, and played very poorly. And this is kind of your problem: is everyone is playing leagues below us, much worse players than us, and it's really difficult to even look at this and go, yeah, you're going to sign. You make sense to sign. And that's what I'm saying. If we, for example, do lose Alec Williams, the best I'm going to be able to do is offer guys like these trials and hope one of them comes out decent. But for the most part, what's going to happen is just no one's coming in. We signed a ton of players last season. If you look at some of them, Sean Wilson, Curtis Strong, if we go off like date, I want to say, was it here where I actually signed these players? Anderson Pinto, Adam Pike, never played. Codwalder came in towards the end of the season. Barney Sodi, bench player. Bebb never played. Apham was poor. Burrows was good. Theo Robinson never played, and Warwick was good. So we got like 4 or 5, like altogether, I'd say 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 5. So like 5.5 players there were like decent and good. The rest are all bench or below. So it is what it is, but we will head into next season. In the next episode, we'll kick off the new season with a bang. Hopefully you'll see any new players who've joined, but more than anything, you'll see the players who leave. My goals for next season are to win one of these cups, the MG Cup, which the rules dictate that if you are to win it, all you get is money, but still, it is something to win. Or the JD Walsh Cup, which is definitely a much more important cup to me, and one that I think we should have won, and I'm surprised we didn't this season. But thank you all for watching. It has been great. This has been a very fun first season, and I look forward to seeing you all for my next season. Thank you all, and bye-bye.